Hey, beautiful mental health professionals. Do you want to know what it feels like to finally become 100% clear on who you serve and walk in alignment with your true purpose? Have you been thinking, how would your business improve if you knew how to attract your ideal clients and opportunities? Would your revenue increase? Would you be happier? Now, how cool will it be to finally focus on one product or service, master it, and see the returns in your clients' or customers' progress or happiness and in your bottom line, aka your bank account? If any of these questions resonated with you, you definitely want to grab your pen and paper and pay close attention. I'm about to let you in on a huge abundant secret for business growth. I have created a 5-day series full of information to help you obtain what you never learned in graduate school: how to brand a successful mental health business. These episodes are not permanent, so get ready to soak up as much information as possible. Please note, this training actually was originally created for a mini online course, so we have provided the journaling prompts for each episode in the show notes. Welcome to the Branding for Abundance podcast. My name is Dr. TK. I am a licensed clinical psychologist and success coach. My goal on this podcast is to simply teach you how to proclaim your victory in your relationships, academic and career endeavors, business, money, and your mindset. Learn some simple tools and techniques to brand your life for abundance and live your epic lifestyle. Oh my gosh, we are on day 4. Welcome back. This is your branding coach for the 5-day Abundance Bootcamp series, and I am your branding coach. So let's go ahead and dive into day 4 because I am super excited to talk about this topic, okay? So we are going to talk about, are you the expert or the generalist? Are you the expert or the generalist? So just note, when we're talking about branding, your brand is your expertise. And the reason why branding is vitally important, if you haven't recognized that yet, is that you can't even market your services or products if your brand is not strong, because people typically buy from the brand, and the brand in terms of clinical services, the brand is actually you. So if your brand is not strong, if you are not confident in who you are and what you offer and what you can provide and what solution you can provide to your community, people will not come to you. So if you're ready to have people come to you, let's go ahead and get started. So tip number 1, what do you want to be the expert in or on? What do you want to be the expert in or on? So I can clearly be the expert on difficult teens. I've worked for 4.5 years in the juvenile justice system. And then now I work with the older teens, what we call transitional age youth, in a reentry program. Okay. So I can say that I am an expert because of also, beyond the clinical courses, I've also been a college professor at the master's and doctoral level for forensic psychology. So the reentry population, the incarcerated population, that is one of my expertise. And yes, you can have more than one, but if you have none, we have to start somewhere. So you have to ask yourself, what do I want to be the expert on or in? And that can be topics, it can be a population. The next thing you want to think about is, what have you learned thus far to become the expert? Because I'm gonna be quite honest, I meet a lot of clinicians and they are an expert, but they don't recognize that they're the expert, therefore they don't present themselves as the expert. So some things that I really want you to sit down and think about, and pause this video if you really need to think about these things. What did you learn in school? What did you love learning about in school? What classes did you keep taking over and over again? What type of clientele or what type of services did you offer in your practicum site, in your internship site, in your postdoctoral site, if you earned your doctorate degree in psychology? Where have you worked? Because a lot of times your work sites all have an underlining population you serve because you probably love that work, right? So if you were to count, let's just say for myself, I've worked in schools with minors for a long time. So when I say that I have been in the field for over 16 years, the field includes therapy and other types of positions in which I was operating in the capacity of a counselor, as a youth counselor. That included group homes, that included events at my church where I would host workshops for kids. I would do parenting workshops. I would do trainings for students. Okay, so that includes all of your expertise. And I do believe that you're sleeping on your brand. Okay. You also want to think about what trainings you've taken and or certifications that you have earned. Also, I'm going to slip this free nugget in here. I'm a real big advocate for taking the right continuing educational courses because you are supposed to be staying in the know of your area of expertise. We should not be scrambling at the last minute once you're licensed to just go to CEs for Less website and take all of the CEs within a week when you've had 2 years to build up your brand every single day. So take CE courses that are aligning with building your business and in the level of expertise that you have to learn either to be a more profound clinician, to be the expert in that particular field, and or what I would say, like, grow your business, become an expert in that particular area. If you want to offer online courses for parenting, then find someone who can teach you to build an online course. I mean, that's one of the things that we do in my higher level dope therapist program. Okay. CEs are offered in the dope therapist tribe starting in June of 2020. This is going to be epic. You can literally brand your business and get CEs at the same time. Who does that? Okay. So we're going to already be building up your expertise with me. So number 3, who else sees you as the expert? Now this one slips through the fingers all the time, because if you actually sit down and think, people are coming up to you asking you these questions, whether it's family, friends, people online, by the way that you present yourself, what they see, what they think they know about you. And you find yourself miraculously answering these questions without a problem. Sometimes you may even say inside, like, oh, where did that come from? Oh my gosh, like, I didn't even know that I knew that, because it's ingrained into your long-term memory because you went to school for all these years, right? But again, you don't even recognize those topics as your expertise. So they see you. But my question to you is, do you see yourself? So do you get paid as the expert right now? And if you don't, how much do you want to get paid? Actually, even if you do, how much do you want to get paid on the expert level? Give yourself a tier. If right now you're getting paid $250 per hour for a speaking gig or free, then what's your next step? What's your next step? What's your ultimate step? Do you want to be like a Les Brown and get $50,000 per speaking engagement? You know, or do you want to get 100, or do you want to do it for free? But you have to know what that is, because remember, in the previous lesson, you have to have a blueprint. And in lesson 1, you have to be able to understand and be very clear about where you're going. Okay. So tip number 5, do you see yourself as the expert? Everybody around you can see you as a dope therapist, as an awesome teacher, professor, writer, speaker, or any other area that you want to be an expert in. But the problem is, if you don't see your own value, it does not matter, because it's not going to help you if you don't see what they see. You have to see it first. So if you don't see it, who will? Okay. So again, I'm hyped up. You have to take fast action. I really want you to become the person on your vision board. So let me see those answers in that assessment. Okay. So you've made it. Go take fast action. Stop this video. Head back into the portal. Do those questions, and then be prepared to be wowed in our final module, lesson 5, because it is ready for you. All right. See you then.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast episode today. I am super excited to see your growth in your business, career, money, and relationships. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at Dr. TK Psych, where you can find daily inspiration and tips to live your abundant lifestyle.